Hi there. This is ALB speaking. We're calling you today from Whisperland because you indicated via button clicking that you would be interested in receiving a gentle survey call. Is that correct? Okay. Is right now a good time then? Okay, wonderful. So, let me explain a little bit before we get started. Here at Whisperland, we like to help our subscribers out by giving them this complimentary survey call whenever they are in need of a little calming relaxation. Our line is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In addition to this call, I will also be documenting our survey results as we go, resulting in gentle keyboard tapping, which you may already hear. Now, I personally enjoy the sounds of many different keyboards, whether they be laptop keyboards or even clickety-clackety mechanical keyboards. So throughout the call, it is possible for me to change the sounds of the keys intermittently. Is this something I can interest you in today? Okay, great. And how many types of keyboard sounds would you like to hear on your call with me today? Oh, okay. Let me just ask my supervisor and just check in and see if that's okay. Maria, could we provide more than one type of keyboard sound per session? More than two? Yeah, okay, great. Yes, that's no problem. So, we can do 3 different keyboard sounds for you during our survey session today. How does that sound? Perfect. Okay. So let's begin. Let's see. For the first part, I will just need to take some information from you, if you don't mind. Thank you. So, what should I call you? Okay, great. And what is your age? Okay. And what's your favorite color? Did that one surprise you? It's actually more telling than you'd think, and simultaneously less telling. I am actually interested to know. But most of the questions I'm going to ask you today are simple and designed with an eye towards the most mundane and monotonous. If you find yourself drifting during today's survey, feel no obligation to answer. I'll be here chatting on the line with you the whole time. So, what was your favorite color after all? Is that a new favorite color for you, or has that been a favorite for a long time? You know, there's some that say that picking a color that brings you joy and trying to fill up your life with it can have great effect. For example, once you've identified this color that is your color, say maybe if you have an important interview, you could make sure to wear something with that color. Or if you have a test to take, try to get some pencils or notebooks in that color. Colors can become powerful if we give them power. Isn't that so special? If you haven't put much thought into this, I would highly recommend it. And I'm not just saying green, blue, purple. You can get really specific. Peppermint green, cornflower blue, eggplant purple. Not everyone is ruled by colors, but it could be fun for you to think on that and identify the exact color that is the most you. In addition, it makes shopping so much easier. Once you identify that color, you start to see it everywhere. Well, I've got your favorite color down right here, so that's great. Yeah, we're off to a perfect start. Moving on. You still with me there? Great. I knew you would be. There's something special about you. So, for our next couple of questions, they're with respect to the outdoors. Have you ever been camping? Okay. Do you like to go on long hikes? Okay. Oh, interesting. When was the last time you think that you climbed a tree? I know, for many of us it's been a long time, right? It's been years for me, that's for sure. I think it's something I would like to do if the opportunity presents itself. Do you like having fresh flowers around you, or do you prefer to keep them outside on the ground? Interesting. No, I agree. It's so nice to smell them. The world around us is full of so many great smells. All we have to do is seek them out. How marvelous. Do you like the smell of evergreen trees? Yeah, that can be kind of an overwhelming smell if it's too much. But it's nice in certain situations. This question is, what kind of plants and trees were in your area when you grew up? Oh, that's so cool. I think we have those here too. The smell of freshly mowed grass is such a summertime smell, isn't it? Like when you're going for a walk, maybe in your neighborhood, and there's that grass smell. Yeah, that's a really nice smell. Okay, this next section is about zodiac signs. So let's talk zodiac. Can I ask, what's your sun sign? Oh, don't worry, I can explain it. So your sun sign is the form of astrology most commonly discussed and talked about. It considers only the position of the sun at birth, so you are placed within one of the 12 zodiac signs. So, Aquarius is January 20th to February 18th. Pisces is February 19th to March 20th. Aries is March 21st to April 19th. Taurus is April 20th to May 20th. Gemini is May 21st to June 20th. Cancer is June 21st to July 22nd. Leo is from July 23rd to August 22nd. Virgo is from August 23rd to September 22nd. Libra is from September 23rd to October 22nd. And Scorpio is October 23rd to November 21st. Sagittarius is the range between November 22nd to December 21st. And finally, Capricorn is December 22nd to January 19th. And that's all 12 zodiac signs. Oh, you want to know a little more? Well, if you want to take a deep dive into astrology, you can figure out your moon sign by calculating your full date, place, and time of birth. It has to do with the position of the moon when you were born. It's fun stuff, but like anything else, astrology can be used as a tool to learn about yourself and to know yourself better. But if it doesn't mean anything to you, that's fine too. I do find it interesting though, that's for sure. So, what is your sun sign? Yeah, that's the first one I told you about with the dates. It just uses your dates of birth. Oh, I thought so. That's too funny. And guess what? That's one of my favorite signs. I can tell we're gonna get along just fine. Alright, next up. What's the best meal you ever had? Oh, wow. That sounds nice. I haven't had that in ages. That's such a great comfort food. Is that something you ever cook for yourself? Well, do you enjoy cooking, like in general? I guess most people have to cook to some degree. I mean, we all have to eat. But is it something you enjoy doing, or do you seek out new recipes and all that? Oh, I see. I feel similarly, actually, so I completely get it. Especially the idea of making food for others. Totally. It kind of ups the ante a little, doesn't it? Okay. So next, do you feel like you prefer sweeter foods or more savory ones? Oh, I see. I prefer savory ones myself. Whenever I get food cravings, it's pretty much exclusively savory foods. When I go to the movies, every now and then, that's all I want is salty or cheesy snacks. Oh, speaking of which, here's our next question. Do you prefer to go to the movies alone or with friends? Oh, I see. That makes sense. I guess there's benefits to both when you think about it. It's been a long time since I've seen a movie by myself, but there's definitely an appeal to it, don't you think? Although, there's probably some movies that are better to see with friends or a sweetheart or something. If you were going to watch a movie by yourself, what do you think the perfect movie to watch by yourself would be? Oh, nice. I've never seen that. Do you think I should check it out? Okay, awesome. Well, maybe I'll take your advice and watch it by myself too, just to have the full experience of it. Let me make a note about that in my personal notes. Okay, good. I want to remember that for later. So next up, is there a character in a movie or TV show that's ever super resonated with you? doesn't have to be a character you think you're exactly like, but maybe a character where you could relate to them a lot. Well, it's a tricky one, eh? Well, you think about that for a second. I'll tell you one of mine. I often relate to Bob on Bob's Burgers. Not about everything, of course, no. No, but just in his personality and how he handles certain things. Sometimes I watch episodes and it's like, oh no, that's me. I do that. Yeah, well, it's helped me be a little more self-aware at least. Have you thought of one? Yeah, you can give me more than one. Lay it on me. Oh, that's so interesting. So what is it about them that you relate to? Oh, I see. I totally get that. Okay, and what was the other one? Oh, wow. Why did you pick this one too? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, they're really relatable. Sometimes in a funny way, and sometimes in a way where you're like, oh geez, struck through the heart. Those were great answers. I love that. Let me just make sure I've got everything. Yes, okay. Moving on. Where is your favorite place to travel to? It doesn't have to be a big distance or a different country or anything. It could even be in your area. But a place that takes a little journey to reach. Maybe you have to take a car or a bus or a train. Travel can be nice when you're in the right mood. When it feels like an adventure or like a little pocket of time free from work or obligations. So, have you given some thought to your answer? Oh, it sounds so nice. That sounds lovely. Do you get to go very often? Not often enough, huh? I know how that goes. Well, that makes it all the more special sometimes. Absence makes the heart grow fonder and all that. Oh. So, speaking of traveling, what was the most recent trip you took? Oh, nice. And are you someone who brings a lot of luggage with you? Gotcha. No, I honestly think that's the perfect amount. No, I am a notorious overpacker. It's a problem. I've had to pay for overweight luggage fees before. No fun at all. But I just like to pack for every possible contingency. You don't know if you're gonna need casual clothes, fancy clothes, or business casual, aka casual fancy. And then there's all the matching accessories to go with that, and shoes, and makeup. Okay, I think you can see why I have to pay overweight baggage fees sometimes. I think part of the reason I like traveling is just to plan out fun outfits. Even if I don't wear them, it can be fun to plan them out. Next one is, hold on, I just need to scroll through here. What is your favorite city? Very cool. And why that one? Wow, you're making me want to go there right now. You should write copy for their tourism section. That's so fun. Okay, so moving on through our survey. You're doing great so far, by the way. Yeah, these are all great answers, and I'm recording them all down for you right here in your file. This next one might sound a little bit random, but it can be fun to think about too. If you could come back to life as an animal, what animal would you like to be? You want a minute to think about that one? Sure. I'll tell you mine. I think I would like to be a shark or some kind of aquatic creature. It would be so fun. I think swimming must feel like you're flying when you're a creature who's meant to swim. I think it would feel very free. And on top of that, there are so many gorgeous creatures who live in the sea. I love to watch documentaries about them all. Whales are wonderful too, so maybe something like that. Have you thought about what yours might be? Still thinking. Well, I can tell you the most common response I get for this answer is either a raven or a cat. Oh, you're ready. Okay, let's hear it. Oh, that's a great one. I think it's not all that common either, so you're very creative. What is it about them that's so appealing to you? Oh, is that what appeals to you? That's interesting. I bet that would be fun, wouldn't it? So different than what it's like to be a people. To be a person, I mean. Okay, let me make sure I've got all this down. Okay, yep. Looks good. Alright, what's next? Oh, this one is funny. If you were an emoji, or had to pick an emoji that best describes you, which one would it be? It doesn't have to be one of the ones you most commonly use. That's its own kettle of fish, isn't it? Which one do you think? Just off the top of your head. Oh, how cute. That's a great choice. I love it. I don't know which one I would pick. Maybe the heart with the sparkles? Or maybe the ZZZ one? Or ZZZ. Well, how would you pronounce it then? The sleepy one. Because I love to sleep. Also, the jack-o'-lantern one is super cute. I like the little face and the design. Sometimes people draw jack-o'-lanterns and they're not so cute. I like the cute ones best. With a happy grin and silly shapes. Wow, we are really plugging away at these questions. This is great. Okay, actually, this is perfectly timed. What is your favorite holiday? Of course. That's a good one. And how do you like to celebrate it? Oh. Cool. And is that like a family tradition or one that you sort of formed for yourself? Very cool. You know, I actually love starting traditions for myself. My attitude is that anything can be a yearly tradition if you do it more than once. So it can be fun to start completely arbitrary traditions for yourself. In my house, Halloween season starts at the beginning of September and ends November 3rd. These are just made-up dates, of course, but it adds an element of fun and novelty to pass the time. It builds up the excitement for getting decorations out and knowing when to pack them up, too. And the day we put the Halloween decorations away, we take the Christmas ones out. I love that change over time. It's so special. This isn't a survey question, but I'm just wondering, do you like to decorate for holidays too? Totally. I gotcha. Okay, so now we're at this question. Kind of a cool one. What is your favorite athletic activity? Now, I want you to think broadly with this one. Some people hear athletic and they think, okay, either running or playing a sport. But there's so much more than that. Personally, I think, yoga can be athletic. It takes so much muscle. And a lot of other things are athletic too without us really thinking about it. Personally, my favorite athletic activity is roller skating. Because it just feels like so much fun while you're doing it. You're barely thinking about it as being that kind of activity. It's that fun. Especially at a roller rink. You're just feeling the music and dancing as you skate. Ice skating rinks can be like that too. Good point. I'm just not very good at ice skating. So what do you think your favorite athletic activity would be? Oh, very nice. I can easily see how that's your favorite. That's a fun one. The next question is almost the opposite. What helps you unwind the best? Like if you needed to get calm and get ready for bed, or if you've had a stressful day and just need to find a way to truly let down. That's a great way, actually. I should try that more often. Perfect. Thank you for sharing this with me. I hope you're enjoying our call. Okay, so let's see. What's in this next section? Indicate which of the following are preferable. Oh, yes, okay. So, in this part of the survey, I'll give you 2 options, and you pick one of each, and I'll record everything in here. They aren't serious questions or anything. They're just whichever springs into your mind as being the most correct, and then I'll put it right here in your file. Sound good? Alright. I'm just going to read them out to you, okay? Great. Would you prefer to take a trip by plane or train? Avocados or tomatoes? Ocean or mountains? Frozen yogurt or ice cream? Pencils or pens? When you put your mugs away, do you like them right side up or upside down? That's a very divisive one. Pancakes or waffles? Would you rather play a card game or a board game? Coffee or tea? Humidity or dry air? Gold or silver? Ketchup or mustard? Which would you prefer to do? Laundry or dishes? Okay. Roses or daisies? Painting or drawing? dogs or cats? Forest or the beach? Okay. Would you prefer to work alone or work on a team? Okay. Rain or snow? Okay. Do you think you'd rather spend time at a library or a museum? Okay. Do you prefer to attend a big party or a small gathering? Right, okay. Spring or autumn? Okay. When you're at home by yourself, are you more likely to be dancing or singing? Sunrise or sunset? And lastly, the question is all the ages. Apples or oranges? Okay, those are so fun. I love this or that questions. It's just simple, but even so, sometimes you find yourself struggling to choose, right? Yeah, that's what makes them so fascinating. You chose really well, though, I must say. I was finding myself agreeing with most of your answers. So, moving on in our survey, do you have a favorite book? Oh, don't worry. I know it can be hard to think of one of the books off the top of your head. With movies, I can always think of a million ones I like, but with books, I sometimes need to be looking at my shelf to name a few. It doesn't have to be your all-time favorite, but is there one that you can think of that you like? Oh, yeah. I've heard of that one, but I've never read it. Maybe I'll check it out. What type of book is that? Fiction or non-fiction? Oh, really? Cool. I'd like to read more books like that anyway. Okay. Do you think there are any movie adaptations that are actually better than the book? Really? No, I can see that. I guess it opened up the story to a wider audience anyway, right? And anyways, when movies like that come out, so many people who hadn't heard of the book will go back and read it for the first time. So they always get new readers in that way. Although my one pet peeve, why do they always do reprints of the book with the movie poster on the cover? Okay, I understand why they do it. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But I pretty much always prefer a non-movie book cover on the book. Yeah, I know. Is there a children's book that you still think about and enjoy as an adult? Yes, exactly. The illustrations are even more meaningful and special to us now, right? Or I think we can appreciate them as adults and how much they meant to us at the time. Oh, have you ever read Paper Bag Princess? Yeah, I loved that one as a child. One of my favorites. Oh, I actually really love this question, and I always love hearing the answers to it. Okay, so this one is, who was your hero when you were a child? They don't have to be real, or not real, but I mean, they don't have to be an actual person who is in your life at the time. But who is your honest to goodness hero? Oh, That's really lovely. Thank you for sharing that with me. That's so heartwarming. You know, a lot of people will tell me a superhero or a character that's pretty common. But someone you wanted to be like and admired, that's darling. Well, that brings us to the end of our survey time. Did you have any questions for me before we end the call? Oh, don't worry, I can be on the line with you anytime. I'm just a click away. I look forward to hearing from you again sometime. Thank you for choosing Whisperland Survey Calls. We treasure our time with you because you are such a treasure. Have a wonderful evening. Goodbye for now.